So unless you've been buried under a rock for the last few weeks, you will know that Squid Game Season 2 just came out, which means Squid Games is absolutely everywhere on Roblox right now. So in today's video, I'm going to be building the Squid Game map in Bloxburg. And I'm, of course, dressed up as the god that shoots people up with just like my lips poking out. This makes it creepier. We'll name the plot Red Light.
Green light.
So since this is such a large plot, we need to make sure that we're starting in the center. And the first challenge I want to start with is red light, green light.
Red light.
It's just such a classic. But before we do any of that, we need to like build just the outline of the lobby. Now, interestingly enough, I haven't actually watched Squid Game Season 2 yet. But I have played Squid Game Season 2 on my second channel, so I do know a little bit about what the maps look like the Carousel one. And then there's like a big tunnel here that leads you into all of the different maps. And if you do not know what red light, green light looks like, it is this. Basically a colossal open space. And it's sort of like, is it called What's the Time, Mr. Fox? What is that playground game where you had to walk and then if they spun around and caught you, you were out? It was something about a fox, okay? Now, I know what you're thinking, Reese's. It's a very peculiar thing for you to do. You never normally build things that aren't like actual houses or schools or something. Well, that's the whole point, guys. I wanted to switch up the batteries. Squid Game map, red light, green light. I spelled it amazingly. And I do not know what kind of like moon texture that is. That literally looks like when Neil Armstrong walked on the moon.
It's one small step for man.
But let's see, in Bloxburg, I kind of think it just looks like sand. I mean, we could actually do slate. That does look a little bit more like it, actually. As for the walls, we're going to be making these blue. These have to mimic the daytime sky, so I want them to be really, really bright. This is the hex code if for some reason you want to build Squid Games for yourself. I mean, it's one of those things that is just a trend, isn't it? Like in a few months, people will be over it again. But right now, I'm obsessed, even though I ain't watched it yet. Another thing my eyeball is seeing is these. I never noticed before they were like little houses. So obviously we need like double doors or garage doors or something to go in the middle. I think garage doors are pretty much perfect, to be honest. And we're going to have them each side, but these ones are going to be fake doors. And I'm going to keep the windows as black, you know, to keep that mystery. This looks cute.
Green light.
So they're not too big. I'd say they're about like this. And then they're sage green. Now, what I'm wondering is, can we use a mansard roof on these? Because I'm pretty sure mansard roofs, you can like just build onto the wall. You can!
12 seconds later.
Or maybe we just can't use mansard roofs, guys, because yeah, that ain't really looking the most realistic, is it? And I feel like everyone just like jokes about the Squid Games, but it's actually probably one of the darkest, most scary TV shows ever. This ain't no game of chase or pointless. If you lose this, you die. Then for the roof tiles, these are orange. And that's another thing I noticed about Squid Game. There's a lot of bright, like orangey style. There's a lot of like bright cartoony colors, which just seems like deranged. Why are you trying to make this like a kid's cartoon when it's literally a game of life and death? Now, the next thing you're going to notice is there's like bales of hay, like wheat and trees. Now, I think the way that we're going to have to do this in Bloxburg is by using decals. So let's just look up tree PNG. There's got to be just so many, hasn't there? Hey, there we have it. So let's go. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I did not mean to burp. I've not eaten today. Apparently, I feel like I'm playing the Squid Games in real life. It's 12 p.m, guys, and I ain't eaten a single morsel. But anyway, let's go ahead and pop in all of our decals. And I'm just hoping that they look like good. But here we have it, guys. That is all of the plants in for red light, green light. There's just one or two things missing. First of all, the starting line. So I'm actually going to put it here. Like, you are going to be so easy to run over this line. And that's going to be sort of like our first trick. And I'm going to make it red because everyone knows, don't cross the big red line. And then the final line is going to be back here. And this is where
Green light.
And why are these people taking selfies in front of this mass murderer? Okay, so we need black shoes, socks, and legs. Like these half spheres. And also we need to make sure we're getting this smack bang bibliuntious in the middle. So this is like the middle line here. Wow, is she cosplaying as Ronald McDonald? She's got flipping clown feet if I do them like that. No, let's make them a little bit lower. Now, I don't want to give her too knobbly knees, although technically these first ones are just the like knee-high socks. She's clearly trying to set some sort of new fashion trend. And building with basic shapes is so fun. I don't know why I always moan about it. I think building with them when you're like trying to build a house is not fun. But building with them just for like making a doll, this is going to be her dress.
That's quite big.
I do not know why on God's green earth, it is like making them all different shapes and sizes. Like, I ain't trying to make the Wizard of Oz staircase here. But there we have it, guys. That is the bottom of her skirt. I actually don't think that looks that bad. And then once again, it like cinches in for like a little belt. And then this is the top of the dress. Now, I do not know how I'm going to do her head. Obviously, the actual head itself can be a sphere. Flipping out, bobblehead. No, okay, that is literally bigger than Jupiter. And of course, we don't want her to look dismembered. So we'll like push it in a little bit. So to help me with this next part, I'm going to put the colors in. So orange. And can you see now, like, what this is meant to be? And I thought that was it. I genuinely thought that was it. I almost forgot about her little bunchies. So her bunchies are going to be made out of the same thing that her shoes were.
No, no, no. Look at the top of his head.
As for her lips, I'm going to use a archway. As for her eyeballs, I mean, I'm not very good at building faces in Bloxburg, so I'm just going to add eyes using beams. There we have it, guys. That is the red light, green light woman. So there is another thing I almost forgot, and that is going to be the actual red light and green light. So we need a booth. I'm going to add like a booth up here. Obviously, that wouldn't be in the real thing, but I'm going to need like a light switch to control these on and off. Maybe we just add, oh, I know how. I think I might do this room next. It's basically, you know, the staircase room, which has like a bunch of these colors. And it's a good thing I left room back here because this is where I'm going to be going. But there we go. We've got red light, green light done, guys. Well, almost. We obviously need the way to get out. So this is going to be the way to get back around. And I just went in and locked all of these doors, apart from the yellow one. I couldn't reach that with my little legs. And then this is going to wrap round back into the front entry hall like this. Now, sadly, you will only be seeing this corridor if you do not perish in this mission. And I'm not a total monster, guys. I'm going to make sure that there is actually lighting in here, because imagine walking through this in the dark. Squid Game's already scary enough. This is a floor. That's because this is going to be like my secret alleyway.
12 seconds later.
So next up, I just kind of want to get out of the way, the bedroom. Because as you can see, it's literally just, again, that sandstone floor, blue tiled walls, lights, cameras, and 1,000 beds. And that is going to be me in a minute, guys. So I'm glad I actually looked at that, because it's obviously shown me that we need to have all of the walls as these blue tiles. What the hell are these voice cracks? And after all, we do get those absolutely massive floodlights. So is that what they're called in Bloxburg? Floodlights? Oh my gosh. I never realized they were actually this bright. And geez, we only need 5. In fact, we need less than that. Now, we've also got to remember this is the front door. Now, I don't just want anyone entering themselves into the Squid Games. It's a very dangerous thing. So this is going to be like sort of the reception room. And if you think you're getting chairs, this is the flipping Squid Games, not the next Ritz Hotel. You are literally just waiting in this sandy area here. So now it's time for the beds. As much as I don't want to, we need to use basic shapes, I think, because that's the only way we're going to be able to do like bunk beds with like 10 different platforms on them. Although I am forgetting about one key thing, the beds themselves. And before you say, why didn't you copy and paste this all together? The beds don't copy and paste it with it, guys. I'm so sorry. Now, sadly, Bloxburg does not allow combat, so I'm not going to be able to add... I'm not going to be able to add bats. I am, however, going to be able to add the clock. And I'm going to add an analog clock. But do you know what? Obviously, we're not going to be able to count how many players are in the game. So I think I'm just going to put a Squid Game sign up on that side. There. Wunderbar. I think that's German, is it? And this is going to be that crazy staircase room filled with a gazillion different colors, including grey to cover up my mess. So now we're in this room, we need to work out where the other Squid Games are gonna go. So we can have another Squid Game over here. I'm thinking the Carousel one. And I think we've got red light, green light. We'll have Carousel, and then we'll have like the drop one. And I think that's all of the ones I'm gonna do, to be honest with you. So the drop one's obviously gonna be at the top. So this is where we're gonna have to add the stairs in. We'll have them going up this side like that. Then we'll grab these, we'll have them go up this way. And here you go, guys. You're gonna get an absolute workout going up these stairs. But that's good, you know. 2025, New Year's resolutions. Let's get each other to the gym, okay? Let's motivate each other. And there's definitely no other way to do that. No, guys. You must enter into the Squid Games if you want a New Year's resolution, okay? There's no other way. And I don't know why I made this, like, all diamond-plated, like, vaulted door when it's meant to be colourful. Honestly, can't stick to even one simple thing, me. And once again, I'm going to use these fences as the railings. I think they're so beyond perfect. Although falling down these railings is definitely not the biggest of your concern. And I also feel I should be adding like some basic shapes on the wall. And also, the one main thing I forgot to add in here. Hello? A transparent sphere. This is gonna literally be holding all of the money in it. Now, I'm feeling about making it green and then like a texture that looks like dollar bills. So as I said, we're gonna do the carousel one and we're gonna do the demon drop one. So the carousel one, I think, can go over on this side. This will be the entryway to it. But no, that's actually too small. That's far too small. So if you don't know what carousel one is called, I actually think it's called mingle, not just carousel. But basically, there's a giant carousel in the middle and there's a few different rooms and you have to run into each room and then you're only allowed a certain amount of people in each room. And if there's too many people or not enough, you all perish. But there we go, we have a total of 9 rooms, I think, which is good. And as for the doors, I'm pretty sure they just have like these little glass doors in them. Once again, guys, feel like a flipping broken record saying this on and on and on, but it's true. Everything must be pastel. Oh my gosh, someone's riding a flipping Orient Express over there. I've opened up the server just a minute ago. Not that we're going to be done anytime soon. Loads of you already in here. So we definitely need it to be 3 stories high. And I'm thinking we could actually do something pretty sick with the carousel roof. So as far as the walls go, there's a couple of different ways we can do this. But I'm personally thinking we just go like this.
A few minutes later.
I want this cool circus design. So I'm going to wrap a roof around this way. That was so close to actually being good as well. Let's try that again. Yeah, that's looking a little better. And then as for our lighting, good thing that the Christmas update's still here, because the festive lights are the only ones that do it. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby. And for the first time in forever. Well, not really first time in forever. The first time in this video, we're going to need some underfloor lighting. And also the walls on these. How many pictures and trains? That is mental. Everyone has pictures of me on their plot. What is this? It's just me everywhere. This is so funny. Alaska, hey girl. And yo, I was worried that this video was like not gonna take long enough. For some reason, I thought I could whip Squid Games out in like a few minutes. Obviously, I was absolutely wrong. So I think, in fact, we're gonna have to use a roof for this first one. Okay, we'll have it like this. This is gonna be the bottom platform. We have a base like this, then it goes a little bit thinner for the actual carousel that spins. Now, hopefully I have some reindeers in my inventory. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because these are going to be like what go round the carousel. And now up here, I think I might add another one of my little booths. Because otherwise, I'm not really sure how I'm meant to like spectate this. I'm also not really sure how this one's going to work. But there we have it. That is more about the aesthetics, this room. And now for the grand finale. Up this door. Oh my gosh, I forgot we have to start all up high, don't we? Because this can be the waiting room. This is the one where you fall to your death. Now, for some reason, I always found this one to be my favorite one in the game. We'll make this go along by $120. Sorry, I didn't really count that. I just used the dollars to count it for me. Wow, that sounds like it could be a line in a rap. I used the dollars to count it for me. And I'm pretty sure all of the walls are this black abyss as well, with just some like fun, again, almost like carousel looking lights. Okay, so to start off with, obviously we need to add our platforms on each side. Once again, I loved this square roof design. And here we are inside the room. Now, this is one of the ones from season 1 again, so I definitely know how this works. Basically, there's sort of 2 columns, isn't there? And then you have to decide which tile to step on. And if you step on the wrong one, you're going down. I don't know how to make this work in Bloxburg. I feel like I played one that my friend made, like when it was season 1 was out a few years ago, and they had a way to like do it, but I don't know how. So this one's again more aesthetics, fully copy and pasteable. Now, once again, like many of these, it really comes with the lighting. This is what really makes the set pop and look beautiful. And I love like the theater metaphor. I don't know if metaphor's the right word. It's just me trying to sound fancy. Oh, we could definitely use some of these, right, spotlights. Last time I accidentally bought loads of these, so I actually have 27 now. But that isn't actually what I wanted. I wanted the theater curtain. And at the end, this is going to be like the winner one. Also, I think we should have one of these as you come through. For those people who do fall, and the way you can get back through is in here. But obviously, you'll be dead. You'll actually have to be leaving the Squid Games. I'm sorry. And now, finally, we just really need to make everything line up. So, we need to add a roof on here, or should I say a floor, because we need to be able to get around to the carousel. Do you know what we could do for this one? If you go into the wrong one, you fall down into a basement. I'm going to add a way out for Bloxburg's sake, but if this was the real Squid Games, you're getting shot up. And with that, Squid Games is built. Let the games begin. I put welcome to Squid Games. There are 3 rounds. I'm gonna throw a party, although I do not think this will end in cake. Now, if you're curious, guys, this plot values at $383,000. So for an entire Squid Games, that's pretty much the grand prize. You can build one for yourself. Follow me to red light, green light. So I'm going to be going all the way around this side here. I'm going out the back so I can like let them in and get a good bird's eye view. Wait here till I say, okay? Green light.
Green light.
Go, 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 go. Red. Excuse me. You're dead. You are dead. Right, this is going all right so far. Green light. Oh, everybody made it, apart from that one girl who got decapitated. How are you guys changing decals? I thought you had to have roommate for that. Next is mingle. If you pick wrong room, you will die. Everyone straight to the carousel in the middle. Okay, I do not want any cheaters. Pick a room now. Let's see who's gonna be falling. Oh, lots of people have died. If you're still up here, follow me. I am going to go and check on the people who fell down my hole. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. I'm sorry. Okay, you are dead. You dead and gone and buried. Right, I'll make a deal. If you guys can get through here. Oh, sorry. Time for the finale. It is so easy. Let the final round commence. I don't think they realize, like, all of them are doable. What is this scammer doing? Scammers, scammers. But also, it's really funny because you don't actually have to do that. Like, you can just walk across them. So there we have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching me build Squid Game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.